What's going on, people? Mr. Rex here, News to Note. Check out this story right here. I'm going to ask you some questions. Listen real close. Here we go.
With Jennifer Griffin, live from Washington. Jennifer, thank you for doing this.
Of course, Larry. A senior U.S. official tells me it was an Iranian drone that shot down the U.S. Apache helicopter that had 2 Americans on board near the Strait of Hormuz yesterday. U.S. officials are not certain the Iranians meant to target the American helicopter, but said Iran launched several drones at that time over the strait.
I didn't mean to shoot down that drone. It had the 2 people in it. In fact, it wasn't a drone. It was a Apache helicopter. That drone didn't mean to shoot down a Apache helicopter. It had 2 people in it. Guess who come and got the 2 people after they were shot by a drone that had no people in it, because they were sitting at home telling the drone, telling the drone to fly by and knock out them 2 people in the Apache helicopter. What the 2 people doing in the helicopter? I can't figure it out down there. Back to the story. Guess who come and rescued the 2 people? Guess.
Airmen were rescued by a Corsair, a 24-foot autonomous surface vessel with a 1,000 nautical mile.
What'd you say?
Said Iran launched several drones at that time over the strait. The 2 airmen were rescued by a Corsair, a 24-foot autonomous surface vessel with...
Excuse me, did that lady just say that a autonomous non-person inside drone knocked down the Apache helicopter with 2 people in it, Americans, who fell into the water, who went from airman to seaman in the lick of a split, and then send what? An autonomous boat, a damn unmanned John boat that can carry 1,000 pounds. Huh? Why would you even have the 2 people there in the first place? What's the rest now, right? I had to rewind it. What's the purpose in having 2 people in an Apache helicopter flying over the Strait of Hormuz when there's obviously unmanned drones shooting down the American Apache helicopter with the 2 people in it that equal probably 500 pounds, maybe 550, depends on what their weight limit is. That's half. Hey, what would go look for another 2 people to knock out there? What's the people doing there in the first place? Why are they shooting the drone when the people need to be at home? Back to the story.
A 1,000 nautical mile range and a 1,000 pound payload capacity, built by Saronic Technologies and commissioned by the Biden administration under Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. This is the first time the U.S. military or any military has used a sea drone to find and
You believe that, don't you?
rescue stranded airmen at sea. Task Force 59 is the Navy's first operational AI and drone task force, established by Admiral Brad Cooper in 2021 when he was head of the 5th Fleet. The downed crew climbed aboard the sea drone after spending 2 hours in the water. They are doing well, I'm told, from Captain Tim Hawkins of CENTCOM. Hours earlier, an American...
They're doing well, but I'm pretty sure they'd been doing a lot better had they not even been in the thing. You ain't got no autonomous Apaches. You ain't got no unmanned flying copters down there. Why is it that the unmanned is shooting the man, and then when the man falls becomes an airman to a seaman, they send an autonomous boat, unmanned, to come pick up the 2 men? Like, ain't the whole purpose of having unmanned, unmanned? As soon as you get 2 people on board, you're going to have, your capacity is going to be down, because you're, you know what I'm saying, going to be around about, I'm sure them fellas probably weigh about 250, probably about 6'5", 6'8". You know what I'm saying? That's right at 500 pounds. That's half its payload. What are the people doing there? Oh, back to the story.
Super Hornet fired missiles into the engineering and steering compartments of an unladen oil tanker in the Gulf of Oman to stop it from heading to an Iranian port. 24 stranded Indian crew members had to be airlifted to safety by the Omani naval helicopters. This video was released by CENTCOM today. The U.S. currently has more than 24 ships in the Middle East and more than a dozen air squadrons based at sea. This includes 2 aircraft carrier strike groups, 18 guided missile destroyers, and the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit. 20,000 American sailors and Marines are among the 50,000 U.S. troops deployed to the Middle East right now. Iran's foreign minister says the U.S. forces should leave the region or face accidents or being caught in the crossfire. Quote, "We prefer language of diplomacy, but speak other languages too." As you mentioned,
Even even as I mentioned, they say, look, if you don't keep the people out of here because we're letting robots fight robots, only the Americans are showing up with people up in Apache helicopters, clearly in a strait that they're not supposed to be. And isn't it funny that the straits are always bent? Don't you think it's funny? It's always in a curve. They call them straits of burn. I don't understand why the people do these things. But that's news to know. And I'm Mr. Rex, misdirecting the news, unnews, down news, news to know. You be knowing, and you're the knower that got new known right here with news to know. All right, let's finish the clip and I'll talk to you later.